Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to the reading for the full moon in your sign. How exciting is that? So that is happening on Friday, the 6th of January at 6:08 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. I did put a chart calculator in the description box below in case you would like to see what time it is in your area where you live. That is always very helpful. So, oh my God, I love it. All right, so this full moon is opposing the sun. That's what makes a full moon. It's opposing the sun in Capricorn, and that sun is conjunct. It'll be an exact conjunction on Saturday, but it is conjunct Mercury. And Mercury is moving in retrograde, and so these two luminaries shining on Mercury like that is information coming to light. That is information that is going to be of value, especially as Mercury is moving backwards. Mercury moving backwards is about reviewing some kind of a process. Editing, reviewing, redoing things, especially when it's in Capricorn. It's about doing the work and figuring out what is the best course of action. We still have Mars in retrograde at this time, and so there's definitely a best course of action that needs to be taken in order to get to where you're going. And you are going to... this year being the year of the 7, which is, of course, your energy, that of the Chariot, it is about focused intention, not forgetting where it is that you are going, and putting the effort in to get there. And in being a 7 is always about the overcoming of the struggle, right? It's the 7 of Wands. It's standing at the top of the mountain where everybody's coming at you with their other wands, right? It's the 7 of Pentacles, which is putting in the work and waiting for things to develop and to grow. It is the 7 of Swords, which is about being strategic and being clever and finding new and different ways to do things. And it is about the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups happens... well, actually, it happens in Scorpio season. Okay, the 7 of Cups is about having options. And this year... hopefully by now you've kind of narrowed it down, and if you haven't, one of the things to release and let go are some of the ideas that you're not focusing on, and really you want to pick a path. You want to pick a path, and because it's in Cancer, it is about the nurturing of yourself. It is the mothering energy. It is taking care of yourself. It is also about going home to yourself. And I think sometimes when in the process of coming home to ourselves, because we're listening to what everybody else is saying and doing, that becomes quite a struggle for us, right? Because we're trying to be all things to all people. Cancer wants to nurture and take care of everyone else, and a lot of times your own sense of value and self-worth and self-esteem gets pushed to the side because you're so busy trying to take care of everyone else. And I really want to encourage you this year with that energy of the 7 really shining on you about how important your own willpower, your own drive, your own sense of purpose gets you to where you want to go. That you use this full moon to release yourself from the constraints of feeling like you have to take care of everybody, and that you can make a commitment and a promise to yourself that this year in the year of the 7, it's going to be a struggle. Nothing's going to be simple this year. I got to tell you that. We're going to be overcoming obstacles, but we can do it if we keep our eye on the prize. And the eye on the prize is whatever you decide it is. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what your prize is, but whatever that target is, clearly define it right now, so that you can release any of the things around it that are holding you back, the sense of lack, or the sense of I'm not good enough, or whatever it is, and use your willpower and your determination to drive yourself forward, because this is a big year for you. Oh, look, your card showed up. All right, so love this. We have this beautiful gateway energy of the 33, the blossoming. The obstacle is allowing yourself to grow, to be the Empress. You are your own obstacle, which is excellent news, because if you are your own challenge and your own obstacle, well then heck, you can do that, right? It's when you're coming up and butting up against somebody else and you have to wait for them to get on the train, but you don't have to do that. You can do this for yourself. You can choose to be the Empress in your life. You can choose to allow yourself to blossom and flourish. You can choose to believe in yourself and that you are capable. The Empress is the energy of all 4 queens, right? She is the Queen of Wands, the creative energy who can create life out of a desert. She is the Queen of Cups, your energy, right? She is the Queen of Cups, the ability to keep her emotions to herself and nurture herself and see and use her intuition to decide what is, and discern what is the next best step for her. She's the Queen of Swords, the ability to have clarity of, okay, not this cup, not this cup. I'm focusing on my Ace of Cups. So if you don't have your Ace of Cups yet, now is the time, right, to pick that ace for the year. And then what am I missing here? Queen of Earth, the most like this, right? That is that Capricorn energy that the sun is in right now. The Queen of Earth is very nurturing, and it's a good gardener. And the gardener will go in and will prune out what doesn't need to be there. And when you have a full moon, it's about pruning out what doesn't need to be there in order to allow yourself to blossom and grow. So where are you being constrained and held down and repressed? They're saying repressed in some area of your life. In that repression, it seems like it's probably coming from ideas that you have, not necessarily that others hold. So, wow. Okay, here we go. In the area of the opportunity, we have this beautiful Lotus. Okay, so I'm a July born Cancer. That is my birth flower. It's the July card. So, and to me, it is a Cancer card. But it's also that because it's very much in the intuition. And if you can see coming about here is this feminine energy. This feminine energy of the Empress. And so if you allow, the opportunity here is to unfold. And so this is number 48. And so that is, it's called a burst of magic. And that's in a community kind of energy, right? 4 plus 8 is 12. That's a 3. Oh, you have the 33 of the Empress. So this is gateway energy. This is 3. This is growth potential. And then we have, that comes with the perfect harmony, which is the 11, which is also a gateway. And perfect harmony is working in sync with others in order to bring things in. These cards right here come from the Oracle of the 7 Energies. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. That stuff is also in the description box below, but I wanted to be able to read her quick little synopsis because I don't want to miss anything while I'm going through these readings because Spirit picked a card. So it says, a burst of magic is an epiphany, a sudden higher knowing, a sense that everything has a purpose. Your purpose as a gift is as a gift bestowed upon you, cultivating conscious contract with your higher power, coming to know what calls you and lights you up. So when these two luminaries, the sun and the moon, are shining on Mercury, it is an epiphany, a sudden higher knowing, a sense that everything has its purpose. Be on the lookout for that with this energy coming in with this Mercury and conjunct this full moon in your sign. And then harmony, togetherness, healthy and harmonious partnerships, commitment to a relationships, collaboration with others, and interdependence. And I think that's what's really important here is the interdependence. That is where you are fully, consciously a person of your own self with your own goals, your own purposes, and you work collaboratively with another person who has their own sense of sovereignty, and together, that's when you're in harmony, right? Harmony is when you have two different instruments that play really well together. It's not the same thing or two different notes, but whatever it is, in order to create the music, it requires, and also they're not the same pitch, right? In order to have harmony, you have two different pitches. And so this is divine masculine and divine feminine energy. This is people with two different skill sets coming together. This is that kind of a situation. The advice is that the juice is worth the squeeze. Okay, you have the card of struggle. It is the salmon. It is the salmon. It's 32, so that's a 5. That's change. That means this change is going to be a struggle to find your way back to yourself. It is worth it to the salmon to swim upstream to get back home. I'm telling you, this year is going to have a lot of challenges in it. Don't let that dissuade you, and don't let that shake your confidence. I think if you know going in that there are going to be challenges, that when they show up, you say, I'm going to boss that challenge. I'm going to beat that challenge. And when you do, you go, yeah, see that? I did that. And let it build your confidence. Don't let the challenges make you weak in the knees and sit down on the job and not accomplish your goals for the year. Okay? So it's really important that when those challenges come up, you rise, right? Swimming upstream. You rise to the challenge. Rise. This is a year to rise up, Cancer. This is so much your year. And the only way you're going to get there, you create your own luck through your own hard work by paying attention to the opportunities. So there is likely to be some kinds of setbacks, but beneath every one of these struggles is the gift of enlightenment, the satisfaction of a lesson learned. Use this knowledge as a light at the end of your dark tunnel. So whatever it is, there's a gift. You're learning, you are growing, you're going to be experiencing things, and you get to gain the confidence in yourself every time you say, I owned that challenge. I did really well. I might have had a bad day. I might have had a bad couple of weeks. It might have been a bit of a struggle. I might have kind of doubted for a moment, but then I said, no, you know what? I'm Cancer and I can do this. And then you do it. You have the card of Labradorite. Labradorite says, I take time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. When the challenges come, look, here's the Earth. She's here. Oh my God, she's playing music too. Perfect harmony. I love that. See things from a distance. It's the end goal. Do not lose sight of the big old target that you've set for yourself. These little bumps and bruises along the way are growth opportunities. And what are they growing? They're growing your sense of resilience and your sense of inner strength and inner knowing. Do not let them stop you. Instead, say, I see you, challenge, and I accept. Challenge accepted, and I'm going to boss you up. All right, Labradorite. Observing life from a greater perspective, reflect on inner light, developing consistent spiritual practices. So, meditate regularly is one of the things that increases your spiritual awareness. And a lot of times when things happen and you can't really see, how is this beneficial to me right now? You're being asked to, if you have a regular spiritual practice, you will find that you're like, I don't really see the big picture in this moment, but I know I will. Because when I get to a higher level, I will be able to see what happened and I will understand. And so sometimes it's about not getting lost in the struggle. Not getting lost in the struggle, recognizing that there's a purpose to it. I don't know what it is right now, but I'm sure there's something good that's going to come out of it, and you keep going. Okay? All right, Cancer. I'm on Facebook every day. I'm going to put right here and in the description box below the weekly video that I did this week. Every Sunday morning, there are videos that come out for your sign. And then at Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S., I premiere a video that's for the collective, but I also break it out into little small parts for each of the signs about some other kind of astrological event that's going on that week. So that has a live chat. That's my favorite part, is I get to connect with you and build community. So I hope to see you there. You guys take good care of yourself. This is your full moon. Use it. Use it. Believe in yourself and be willing to create harmony in your life and allow yourself to open and blossom and bloom. All right, I'll talk to you soon.